And welcome to the Chatter's Invitational 100 map. I am Caster Mighty Benaya, and today it should be a little bit shorter. We are going over the 3 major hot zones currently in the game as of day 20. So right now there are several coalitions that are in power, but there are really 3, maybe 4 major hot zones that we're going to look at where combat is happening. You can see that Hong Xian has started to make some moves conquering territory around myself. There is an Asian alliance going on, and so the first major zone is in Asia and in Oceania. So real briefly, let's look at Asia, and then we will look at Oceania. Something that I do want to point out is, as we had discussed, British Madras is in trouble. They have 2 artillery here, and those 2 artillery are under attack by 15 artillery coming from the Chinese Republic of China, and there's more coming in. So Republic of China making a play at British Madras and moving further inland in Asia. This is compounded by other factors, but British Madras is not the only one around here at play. You can see that Federated Malay States and Northern Territories are also in here. Northern Territories is nearly, let me check and see, diplomacy. They have 2 provinces. So Northern Territories had a lot of territory down here. And all of this has actually been taken over by Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea being one of the pirate coalitions, I believe. So let's really quick look at the coalition so that we're all on the same page. So there's the Lion's Den, which is the African coalition. There's Pirates, which is the American coalition, specifically North American coalition. There's the Volga Defense League, which is Russia, and then Asia. Asia being Republic of China, the Philippines, Hong Xian, and this last one, Flipti. Shaanxi. Yeah, I knew that one. So the rest of these nations that are around here, they are subject to domination by Asia. So there's a lot of war happening. Poor British New Zealand. I don't know that he is at war. No, he is at war with the entire coalition. So well, not quite the entire coalition. He's missing one. But New Zealand is in trouble. Could be in serious trouble with all of this firepower coming down for him. From the continent of Asia and also the Philippines. Philippines doing a decent job of slowly conquering with his allies. And it looks like, so Papua New Guinea is part of that coalition moving down. So a lot of war happening in Indochina and also moving towards Chinese Tibet. I'm surprised that no. Chinese Tibet, it appears, is at war with Chinese Empire. Chinese Empire, okay, no. Chinese Tibet may be looking to join Asia. As we saw, they only had 4 nations. They have a slot available. So here we go, maybe looking to join their coalition. I can't guarantee that, obviously. This is just me looking at the map and trying to figure out what's going on. But there's only 1 slot left, and if they don't bid for it, then another nation will grow more powerful and will. I am mildly surprised that we have kept Shaanxi in the coalition, but Shaanxi is a good defense. They are a good neutral territory that can be attacked through. That helps defend Hong Xian and Republic of China. So a lot of interesting things happening. Very dangerous for British Madras, very dangerous for New Zealand. But on the other side of British Madras, we have British East Africa, who is coming hard after Pakistan. Pakistan and British East Africa having some conflict over Arabia in the Middle East, and now Sudan, who has been consistently working with British East Africa, is moving, and British East Africa is nearly at the home territories, nearly to Madras over here. So it may not be long before the pirates have feelings too, and Marechal Spinola III, who have been working together for a long time and may also be working, in fact, are likely working. No, they are also attacking the Ottomans. So as we come over here, the Ottomans, I believe, were working with Greece a lot, and now the Ottomans are in the way of East African and Sudanese domination, and have been pushed nearly to the breaking point, to their capital plus 2 provinces. So a lot of spreading north and to the west for East Africa. Obviously, I don't have a lot of information about the African coalition, other than the fact that I do know that there have been some movements north through the Strait of Gibraltar by Frenchie, who is French West Africa. But as we can see from the zoomed out view, French West Africa has made a lot of ground against Jerry the Ruthless Mouse. So they've gained probably 4, 5 territories, maybe 6. The line used to be about here, and now it's moved. What is Congo? Oh, Congo is in the same coalition. So these are Congo territories, and this is now Grecian territories. Greece has been working with the African alliance against Jerry the Ruthless Mouse, but Jerry still has significant territory to pull from and significant equipment to utilize. It looks like French West Africa has moved up into Scandinavia a little bit, but has not taken significant territory. So Jerry on the back foot, needing to make up a little bit of ground, needing to rely on his allies. Obviously, he's got some assistance here with Russian Archangelisk coming in to help. Also here with Russian Empire helping to push Greece. But we've also got French Madagascar, Grandma Rosette, coming up to help push as well. So it looks like Russia is in trouble, not because... So the Russian coalition here is in trouble, not because they are fighting, not specifically because they are fighting Africa, but because they are fighting Africa plus multiple other nations. So they expanded really quickly, probably seemed like a threat. There are only 3 of them, and they are in 2nd or 3rd place. And that can be a really big threat when there's only 3 of you, and all you have to do is add 2 nations to compete. They may look at adding these 2 buddies over here to their coalition, because that would significantly expand their power, provide a threat in Africa to prevent this invasion. And also, those 2 are already in position to help wipe out Greece. So they may be working together behind the scenes. We'll have to look at that in the future. But as we move over to the Americas, we are seeing a major fight between Lalo-Kurd, who is Peru, and the pirates, who do quite a bit. The Pirates of the Caribbean are pushing south. So this is Caribbean Island Republic. This is United Latin American Nations. They've pushed all the way down into here, even further, all the way down into here, where originally owned to Piratini. So Piratini was knocked out by Peru very recently, and the pirates have pushed down all the way to Lalakur's recent expansions. So as we had talked about several videos ago, Lalakur really needed to be careful of the pirates, and boy howdy did they come for him hard. It looks like he is also at war with AI, Bolivia. He is at war with Bolivia, trying to take the Bolivian capital. I wonder if he is having morale issues, and that is why he is doing that. Or if, no, I think what happened was Bolivia revoked right-of-way, and he doesn't have access to his southern territories. So because he declared war several times, the AI revoked his right-of-way. He no longer has access to pass through their territory, which cuts his southern territories off from reinforcements, or it cuts his capital off from reinforcements, which would be more concerning, especially given that the pirates have significant naval capabilities, and his capital is on the coast. So that is extremely concerning for Lalakur. And he is trying to make a bid for the Bolivian capital, to unify his forces a little bit better. I am curious if he is building an internal capital somewhere. Yes. Okay. This is good play. He's building another capital before his is in any danger, and he's building it in order to ensure that it's a lot more difficult to take from the sea, because it is not it's not by the sea, and the pirates have significant naval capabilities, but also he's moving it towards where he's generally going to be having lower morale. He's giving up his home territories. He's not giving them up, but he is admitting that the pirates may take that out. But he wants to reinforce his ability to fight the pirates where they are now, and reallocate resources so that he is not in a bad position if they take his home territory. So that's really good play. Hopefully he can make it out of this situation, but the pirates is a significant force in the New World. Looking back, we have the pirates are in second place. So I misspoke earlier and I said Russia was in second. The pirates are in second with 5, but they have their entire roster filled out. So Lalakur has no hope of joining them. He must fight or die. The Russian force is at 193 points. So that averages out. They are at an average of about 75 points, a little less than 60 points, 65 points apiece. So if we added 120 points to their score from two other 60-point nations, right? That would put them at 200. I'm doing math in my head. I don't have a calculator or anything on me, so please forgive me. But that would be about 310 points, which would put them still behind Lion's Den. But that is a significant ground that they need to make up. Lion's Den, most of them are at or above the... They're averaging about 60 as well, with the exception of Frenchie, who has a significant amount of points. So that is where the game is at right now. Asia dominating, obviously, the Asian front, having one slot open. The Volga Defense League, Russia on the back foot, trying to fight not only the first place coalition, but also Greece, and any AI that Jerry the Ruthless Mouse had already been in conflict with. Pirates trying to take on Lalakur in South America, and the Lion's Den, again, fighting specifically in Europe, and trying to push Jerry out. I am anxious to see. Went too far. I am anxious to see what Spagnola and Pirates have feelings too, who have 70 points and 48 points. I am interested to see where they go from here, because they are, once Europe is defeated, they are targets for the Lion's Den. They are in the mouth of the Lion's Den, because they are in Africa, and they are not easy pickings, but they are quick to take for the Lion's Den. And when the Lion's Den is done in Europe, where are they going to go next? Are they going to try to go across the sea to take on pirates? Unlikely. Are they going to try to move through Europe and try to take Asia through Russia? Maybe, but it seems much more likely that they will have designs on the whole of Africa and go to Asia through the Middle East, since they can be supported by Gremlin Rosette's navy, than it does that they will go in any other direction. That is all that I have for now. If you have any comments on how this game is going, go ahead and leave a comment. Happy for any likes that you have. Soli Deo Gloria. Until next time.